Hello, Sudden Impact fans, and welcome to the latest episode of the show. Now, a lot has happened over the past couple of days with TNA and WWE's working relationship, specifically NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez had her challenge for her women's championship answered by TNA Knockouts champion, yes, Jordyn Grace, who appeared on NXT programming this latest week. And the whole professional wrestling world has been just in meltdown ever since that happened. And quite rightly so, because we knew that TNA and WWE were brewing something back when at the Royal Rumble this year, Jordyn Grace was a surprise entrant and entered with her TNA Knockouts Championship into the Royal Rumble match. And after the appearance, Triple H actually said that TNA and WWE are working towards doing something a lot bigger, and you'd see a lot more collaboration between the two companies in the future. And we almost had to wait like up until like literally a couple of days ago for anything to materialize from that announcement by Triple H. Jordyn Grace is now going to be challenging Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT Battleground. Unfortunately, that slot was originally going to be given to Julia, but I'm not sure why it was not given to Julia. Maybe she has some other external commitments with the current company that she's finishing up with, Marigold. And that's not what this story is about, or this video is about. This video is about the potential TNA WWE NXT working relationship that is just in its infancy. So as far as that goes, it is a fantastic thing for both companies, or both brands and companies, to be doing. I mean, finally, we've seen Triple H do away with the old WWE as a closed loop entity and only does very little work with any other outside companies in terms of, either sending their wrestlers, WWE wrestlers, to compete with them, or for those other companies, or having other companies' wrestlers actually compete on WWE programming. So yeah, but more specifically, I'm really interested in seeing how this relationship with NXT and TNA is handled going forward. I mean, having Jordyn Grace face Roxanne Perez for the women's NXT Women's Championship is fantastic. It's a great starting point to introduce the Knockouts champion of TNA wrestling to the WWE viewers, especially NXT viewers. And hopefully we see more crossover between NXT wrestlers and TNA wrestlers in the future. I know that TNA is crying out for more tag teams um, to actually bolster their tag team division, and I know that NXT has some really good tag teams uh, in its stocks. So who knows? We might see um, a couple of tag teams from NXT appear uh, in TNA. I know that TNA has got a couple of live events coming up, like especially specifically Against All Odds, and then the next big pay-per-view, which is Slammiversary. Going into Slammiversary is like all of their pay-per-views. They tend to tend to hype up the excitement and in going into those ones. And what would be a better way to hype things up and get the wrestling world back looking at TNA in a favorable light, especially after the Scott D'Amore sacking and everything that has happened since Hard to Kill, and so yeah, time to get some more positive buzz back onto TNA and get more eyeballs onto TNA. And so, I mean, you can always go for having TNA wrestlers appear on NXT, like the tag team of Ace Austin and Chris Bay, like appear regularly on their programming, like challenging for the NXT Tag Team Championships or the Rascals as well. And like the dynamic between Wesley and the Zach Wentz and Trey Miguel. I'm not too sure what would happen if they would actually come across with Myron Reed, because I'm not sure if Myron Reed is actually has actually signed with TNA, but who knows? But yeah, you can go. I would really like to see how this whole thing pans out, and I'm really, really excited. I mean, NXT has also got some really, really good high flyers as well. So you can actually bring those guys in, and insert them into the X division on a semi-regular basis. And hey, I'd love to see Joe Hendry actually tear it up in NXT or WWE going forward. And hey, Clash at the Castle is just around the corner for WWE, and basically there've been ideas pitched to get Joe Hendry on the show, and I would love to see Joe Hendry appear as just a guest spot at WWE Clash at the Castle in Glasgow at the Hydro. Say his name and he appears. The crowd would just go absolutely wild. But anyway, yes, those are some of the things that I would like to see happen with this new TNA and WWE working relationship, especially in its infancy, to get both companies back on to give TNA a bit of a shot in the arm, as well as getting more exposure for NXT, especially as it's heading towards the TV, a new TV deal with the CW in the summer. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Sudden Impact. And ring the bell for notifications and leave your comments down below. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.